here after a division title versus after a 90-loss season?
I don't know. The door kind of looks a little bigger this year. Everybody's feeling more comfortable, and we gotta go take it again. We gotta go show people that last year wasn't just a lucky year, and that we can keep doing it for a long time.
What did you focus on in your offseason?
I was just trying to work a little smarter, trying to avoid injuries, trying to work. I was working on my hips, my core, and I was just trying to get better on all aspects of the game, trying to get faster. And I feel like I can still improve and I can still get better. So hopefully, I'm going to be able to show it during the season.
Some of your NL East rivals have been spending a lot this offseason. Have you paid attention to that? And when you see those headlines come across, what do you think?
I think competition is always good. We know we're going to have a lot of competition in our division, but this team, we have a lot of young players, and some others teams have the need to get other players, older players, veteran players, and this team probably doesn't, because you got young, proven players that can do a lot of those things for us. So hopefully they're going to continue to get better. Like, our young players are really good, so we count on them, and we count on our veteran players too.
Has Joseph Martinez texted you and say we can't be the only team in the city with a championship recently?
He always messes around that. He's like, I was the Venezuelan guy that got the ring, so you got to do it too. So he's really happy to represent Atlanta, to represent Venezuela, and hopefully I'm going to be able to do it in baseball too.
Andrew, you mentioned the young guys and the experience they got last year. How impressed were you with how they didn't let the pennant race, the moment, the postseason, be overwhelming to them? The way they handled everything last season.
It was impressive because, when I was 20 years old, I felt so far from the big leagues, and they come to the big leagues at 19, 20 years old, doing it like that in a big way. It's impressive to see, and I know they're just going to continue to get better, and they just want to get back at it and start facing pitchers, start facing teams, and having good years.
How about the addition of Josh Donaldson, what this lineup could do in 2019? What do you think?
Well, he's obviously a great player. He was an MVP a couple years ago, and he's gonna be able to help us in a big way. We have a lot of talent on our ball club, and not only him, the whole lineup's gonna be able to do damage, and the people that we have on the bench too can do a lot of damage. So we count on everybody on the team. Everybody knows the role that they're gonna have, and we just want to win. We just want to continue to get better as a team.
Speaking of the lineup, is there a spot in the lineup that you like the most or you feel most comfortable?
No, I just want to try to do my best, try to get better. I know last year my first half wasn't as good as I expected, so I'm going to bring my second half mentality from spring training on. So hopefully I'm going to be more consistent this year. I always talk about that, and that's the most important part of this game. It's a tough game, it's a long season, and consistency is the biggest part.
You mentioned the second half mentality. Is there anything particular that you did differently in the second half?
I don't know. Maybe in my mind, when I realize how bad I'm doing in the first half, I just click, and I'm like, I have no other choice but to do better. So I'm just gonna go like that this year. I don't have any other choice than to get better, to do good, and help my team, not only offensively, defensively too.
Andrew, when you go back to that rain out in D.C., when you worked out, some extra time there really wasn't anything you changed significantly at that point in time?
Not really. I think the biggest change was in my mind. I started worrying less and not focusing so much on the results. I feel like I hit the ball hard in the first half, but I wasn't getting the results, and you can't control that. So at some point, I was just worrying about hitting the ball hard, and hopefully the baseball was gonna care a little bit about me. So I started getting good results at the end. To be honest, I'm good with what happened last year, because when the team got a little bit cold, I got a little hot, and I was able to help the team in probably one of the most important part of the year. So I'll stay with that. We went to the playoffs, and I wouldn't change anything.
What did you learn from that playoff as its team? Was it just the experience that LA had, or that you can take from that, help this team this year to get over that hump?
Well, the biggest thing is the atmosphere on those playoffs games. It's unbelievable atmosphere, and I feel you play in those competitions and in those competitive games, you just want to go back at it. So it's gonna be a long season. It's gonna be a lot of teams wanting to win the division, but we know we want it more than everybody else. So we want to go back at those games and not only play a few games and go back home. We want to start thinking in championships.
Andrew, do you think that the lineup will change over the course of the year? It normally does a few times. Do you have any thoughts on
Well, I'm not going to worry about that. It's not my job to worry about what part of the lineup I'm going to be or anyone else is going to be. I think it's the manager's job to put the best lineup he can to win games. If he starts with one lineup like last year and it wasn't working, he had to change. And it's gonna be the same way this year. I mean, if it's working, why not continue with the same lineup? If not, you gotta do some changes. So I'm only worrying about winning, and I want to do my part. Whatever I am in the lineup, I'm gonna be okay.
adding Donaldson to that 2-hole? Certainly makes it a little bit different having him and Freeman. I mean, wherever Acuna hit.
Yeah, I think him and Acuna can both hit at the top of the order or hit in the middle of the order. They're both RBI guys. They're both gonna be able to be on base. So whatever they are, I know they're gonna do a good job. So Freddie's always gonna be Freddie, and of course he's probably gonna have some protection behind him, and he will have it because I know this team is built around him, because not only is good at first base, he's every year is an MVP. So we gotta take care of our MVP. I feel like it. So he's gonna be able to help us like every year he does. He cares about the team, and hopefully we're gonna be able to be on base for him or to do whatever we can to win as a team.